Marvel's Tōkon fighting souls. Just what the hell is going on with this game? Now, most of you guys don't know this, but I am a huge Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fan. This is the only other fighting game I've picked up outside of Tekken, and I'm sure most of you guys on my channel just only play Tekken as a fighting game, which honestly, I don't blame you. I was the same. Tekken is a very unique fighting game, and it takes a lot to play Tekken alongside another fighter, especially if you're trying to get good. Like, Tekken demands a lot of your time. So luckily, I'm not bound to just playing Tekken 8. I was lucky enough to break free from those chains, and Marvel 3 was the game that let me dive into 2D games, and because of that, Tōkon Fighting Souls is just right up my alley, bro. This game looks amazing, from the art style, the gameplay snippets we've seen so far, like the supers, the animations, everything just looks perfect. And this is Arc System Works as well, so in terms of fighting game, what to expect in terms of netcode, crossplay, all that jazz, ranked, all that probably will be in a good state when the game launches. So with that said, I thought I would do a trailer breakdown frame by frame just to see what the hell is going on with this game. I'll try by all means to speak in Tekken terms for those that don't play 2D fighters or tag games for that matter, just so you have a bright idea of what's going on with this game. If you're trying to pick up another fighter outside of Tekken 8, I think this is a perfect time for you guys to start learning about how some of these 2D fighters work, like Marvel Tōkon, for example, just so you are prepared when the game drops early next year, because this is a game I 100% am going to start covering on my channel. So yeah, let's get it, boys. Okay, so in this first scene, we have an opening clash between Iron Man and Cap. I don't know if this will be a game mechanic or it was just put here for show. So maybe you clash and whoever mashes first gets an opening, gets that 1 meter. I don't know, but it looks like it's just something they made for the trailer and they made something for sure. So what follow-ups is Iron Man go into what looks like a standing light, into standing medium, into heavy, into special move, with the beam being a special move. So for those that don't know, most of you that only play Tekken, most of these 2D fighters have light, medium and heavy attacks, with the light being 1, medium being 2 and heavy being 4, and most of this is the combo route for every character in the game. Every character can combo from light into medium into heavy. That's how Street Fighter works. So the standing medium, standing heavy, standing light, as well as crouching light, crouching medium and crouching heavy variations. So think of 1 to 4, standing 1 to 4 and full crouch or while crouching 1, 2 and 4. So this is the route, or this is a string that Iron Man does here into a special move, which is the laser beam. So the special move can be something like quarter circle forward 4, for example. So Iron Man seems to have a beam as his special move, which in this game is very strong, having that vertical projectile for zoning, very difficult to deal with. So this looks very strong for Iron Man. Then Iron Man seems to follow up with an air dash into a medium in the air. So Iron Man seems to have an air dash. These fighting games have a ton of movement techniques based on the characters that you're using. So characters that can fly usually have some kind of movement techniques in the air. Some can legit fly, like characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like Magneto could just legit fly. So Iron Man seems to have an air dash, which is very strong in these games, again, because movement is important. Then Cap counters that by doing an anti-air. So this looks like a down heavy or down 4, similar to the anti-air in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't have to explain what anti-airs are, I'm sure you guys know. So this is a very strong counter from Cap, it seems. I think this would be a generic anti-air that everyone will have access to, similar to how the down heavy worked in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And like, this just sends them flying in the air, bro. Look how high Cap takes Iron Man here, bro. Like, this is fucked up. Like, he goes so freaking high, so freaking high. So this leads to an air combo. So Cap here follows up with what looks to be medium into heavy, and this sends them down to a spike where he goes for a combo follow up here. So I think this is going to be the generic BNB combo route for this game. So you know how in Tekken you do your juggle into screw into follow up. So this is how the combo might work in Tōkon. So light, medium, down, heavy, send them in the sky, and then medium, heavy for the spike to the ground, and then follow up on the ground. I think at least that might be the route this game follows. So after this, Cap then calls Miss Marvel to come and assist him extend the combo. But whilst this is happening, the player activates what's called an active tag. So what this means is the player is basically changing control of like the main active character on the screen. So this is indicated by the little orange wisp or this little orb here that moves from Captain America and goes into Miss Marvel. So you're now in control of Captain America. So you're now in control of Miss Marvel, whilst Captain America now has gone in the back as an assist character. So this is what this is. Remember, it's a 4v4 fighter. You have assists. The characters that are in the background are all assists, and you can switch between any of them to use as your actual active main character. So Miss Marvel comes in here, throws a huge ass punch, and then switches to Miss Marvel, then throws another huge ass punch, which I think is a special move, and this has this kind of slow-mo effect, which I think is a KO animation. So I think here Iron Man is dead. So pretty sweet. The active tag means you have some really fast-paced gameplay, switching characters at any point. You don't really have like one main character. At least if they did say you can only play one character, or you only have 3 assists. But if you want, you can easily switch between the 4 characters at any given time. So this is what I love again about this game. Reminds me a lot of 2XKO. So then here we see Iron Man throw out missiles, and Miss Marvel does what seems to be another special move, which is projectile invulnerable. Goes through projectiles and actual characters. This is some scary shit, because zoning can be very strong in these sort of games, right? So having projectile invulnerability stuff is really good. So she goes through missiles, goes through Iron Man as well, and this will also have some pretty strong left-right mix-up game with assists. So Miss Marvel looking good, bruh, looking good. So she goes behind Iron Man, gets the punish with what looks to be down medium with some crazy ass range, bro. Like, she's stretchy, bro. She be stretching. She got that down sim range. So down medium into some, again, a special move. I'm assuming this reminds me of Super Scroll's Fatal Buster from UMVC3. Like, straight out the gate, this is a copy and paste move. So I think she'll be able to combo from her down medium into her Fatal Buster. So again, pretty strong looking. Okay, then in this frame we see our first defensive mechanic of the game, what looks to be something called crossover. So we see Miss Marvel applying some block string pressure here. Then Iron Man seems to do some kind of raw, calling in an assist. Spider-Man in this case, we get to see some Spidey action as well. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man. I can't wait to see how annoying this character is going to be in this game, bro. God damn it. So okay, so while Spider-Man comes in, Iron Man does this laser beam, and then whilst he's doing the laser beam, active tags back into Spider-Man. So Spider-Man now takes control, becomes the main character or the main active character, then continues the combo from the same laser beam we saw earlier. So this shit looks insane, bro. Like, imagine getting punished for applying block string pressure. Like, oh my days. Now, I do like defense in this sort of games, because offense can be very overwhelming in this sort of games, because again, this is a 4v4 fighter, guys. 3 assists, so you can deal some massive amounts of block string pressure, I'm assuming. So this should take up a huge chunk of resources, because man, it's going to be so scary to deal with this crossover move. But again, I'm sure it takes up a huge chunk of resources, and it's always good seeing defensive mechanics in these oppressive ass games. But all in all, it looks pretty freaking scary, man. It does. So then we get to see what looks like a Spider-Man special move. So a Spidey Sense counter. He does this on Wake Up against Miss Marvel. So with this lands, you get a sick ass pose. He does this cool ass backflip into a huge ass drop kick. And it seems on its own it can't combo. You might need an assist to combo off of this. So he calls Iron Man here, boom. Follows up from the assist, goes into what I'm assuming is medium heavy into another special move, which is some kind of helicopter kick or some backflip Gaio kick, somersault into a stage transition. Reminds me a lot of Injustice, bro. This looks so cool. Classic Arxis, man. These guys just don't miss. Just don't fucking miss. It looks so freaking cool. Then here we get to see Spidey use a web swing to get in, something from Marvel 3 again. Like, come on guys, it's pretty obvious at this point. So this seems like a good way for Spider-Man to get in, especially with an assist behind him to make him a bit more safe. Because as you can see here, he gets his ass clapped, right, lands right into a Captain America shield throw. Then Miss Marvel converts from this with a standing medium again with some crazy ass range, bro. She got the Dow sim range because she's stretchy too, bro. She's stretchy as fuck. She throws out standing medium into, I think, is a some heavy round kick, which looks like you can be able to tag from this. So she tags in Star-Lord, who looks cool as fuck. And let me just say, so far this is my favorite looking character in the game. Reminds me a lot of Dante from Marvel 3. For that fact alone, main, bro, day one main Star-Lord, I'm calling it right now. She tags into Star-Lord, and this causes she does an active tag or an active switch. So the player switches from Captain Marvel into Star-Lord, and Star-Lord does what I think is a level 1 super. It's just like Street Fighter in Marvel 3. I think this game will have level 1, level 2 and level 3 supers. So this is like a level 1 super, which again is just Dante like, bro. Like, Star-Lord looks to be very drippy in this game. It looks flashy as hell, and man, I just can't wait. I can't wait. So again, active tag from standing heavy from Miss Marvel into Star-Lord into level 1 super. We then see Star-Lord jumping in against Spidey here with what seems to be some sort of command movement input again, because Star-Lord does have those hover boots. So again, remember, flight characters or characters that can kind of hover or fly usually have some kind of movement ability in the game. So Star-Lord seems to have some kind of jet boot ability, which looks good. Again, this will encourage some pretty sick mix-ups, overhead, low, left, right. Man, I can't wait to get my hands on Star-Lord. Pause. So whilst this is happening, Spider-Man seems to be using his web bow attack again from Marvel 3. This is a pretty decent attack. Usually covers the opponent in a bunch of webs, so I'm sure he'll be able to combo opponents if they get hit by this web bow. Then here Star-Lord does a simple BNB combo, has this ice attack in the air. Reminds me of Dante's freeze from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and this was very scary for like mix-up potential. Because look at this, when Spider-Man lands on the ground whilst frozen, he's standing, bro. Like, he's standing. So this calls for some awesome reset opportunities. I don't know if it will work the same, but if it does, Star-Lord gonna be a scary as shit reset monster with this ice move, bro. Oh my days. We then see Star-Lord shoot out a beam from his gun. Of course, man's got guns, so man's got beams, and beam attacks again are very strong in 2D fighter, so I can't wait to spam this shit. And we also see Spidey do another counter. So this looks like a projectile counter. The first one we saw with the Spidey sense seems to be maybe a physical attack counter, melees and physical attacks. And this one seems to be some kind of dash that has projectile invulnerability. So just like the first one, he does some backdash and then counters the huge overhead kick, then gets this active tag again. And if you notice, this overhead kick has some green flash, which is the same green flash we saw Miss Marvel do when she tagged into Star-Lord. So this seems to be some kind of move that guarantees a tag every time you land it. So he tags into Ghost Rider, who looks sick as fuck. Active tag switches and makes Ghost Rider the active player. Then Ghost Rider does a cool ass BNB combo into another stage transition. Like, I don't know how many stage transitions you can get from one stage. So this looks like a second stage transition, which is just insane. Just like Iron Man, Star-Lord also seems to have an air dash. Of course, he has the boots, and we also saw a different movement technique before. So I think Star-Lord might have some good movement, especially in the air. Like, man, I really can't wait. So we see Ghost Rider do a sick ass anti-air here. Like, this just screams damage. I think Ghost Rider will hit like a fucking truck in this game. There's a sick ass anti-air into some pretty cool BNB combo. I like the cartoon Gokaki no Jutsu, flamethrower in the air, looks pretty sick. Star-Lord then does what looks to be his down heavy, and it's a slide, man. Like, I don't know, boy, Star-Lord is looking good. He's looking mad good, bro. So slide into combo, takes him in the air, then does a small B&B. Then he does this green flash again. He calls, I think it's an indicator for an assist call. So he calls Cap to extend the combo. Then right after calling Cap, he calls Doom assist. Like, he calls Cap and Doom assists back to back. But when he calls Doom, he activates the active tag and switches into Doom. And man, oh man, should I first say, Doom looks fucking sick. He looks so freaking good, bro. Second main for sure. As of right now, I have Star-Lord and Doom on my team. Like, come on, man. Doom looks so sick. So active tag into Doom. Then Doom does a sick ass looking grab, something like a command grab. I think it's a special move that works in combos. Gets a hard knockdown. As you can see here, Ghost Rider does not roll back, does not roll forward. So I think this would be good for setups, for like mix-ups and shit. Hard knockdown. Then Doom does some dash here. I don't know if this is a special move or just his regular dash, and he completely teleports off the screen and goes behind Ghost Rider. Like, I don't know what this is, but this looks so freaking strong. Just like Miss Marvel, this would be insane for like left-right mix-ups, cross-ups with assists especially. As you can see here, just teleports, goes behind Ghost Rider, boom, pulls out the Glock 9, bro, boom. Level 1 super behind Ghost Rider's flaming skull. This looks freaking amazing. So Doom looks pretty good in this game, not gonna lie. And then we see what I just talked about in principle here, as Doom teleports to the other side whilst he calls an assist, and it looks like he can do this teleport in the air as well. So he teleports to the other side whilst he calls Star-Lord. So this is a cross up, you block with right instead of left. This would be so cheap, man, so cheap. And at the same time, he seems like he calls some specific airstrike move or like a beam from the sky. This is homage to his hidden missiles assist from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He did have a move similar to this, but instead of a beam, he called down missiles that took a bit of time to launch and to land. So it seems he has the same thing here, but it's a beam. Like, this would be insane for setups. He then goes for a grab in the air, like an air grab. He could have comboed from this, so I think they're just trying to show us what Doom has in his arsenal, and it seems he has an air grab as well, which is going to be very annoying to deal with. So he spikes Ghost Rider and sets up the beam again for another cheap ass mix up here. So boys, Doom set play, oh my fucking god, he is going to be insane. So after setting up the laser beam, Doom here tries to go for an air dash but gets anti-aired by Storm, who looks amazing in this game. Storm mains have been eating well, bro. First Marvel Rivals and now this. She looks so fucking clean, my beautiful black queen. Let's go. So he gets anti-aired by a Storm assist, and if this assist is a DP with invincibility frames, Storm is S tier. I am calling it right fucking now. So Storm assist into DP, and then active tag, Storm becomes the main active player into a level 1 super, into a hard knockdown. We then get to see Storm show off her bakery. Yeah, boy. So she does light, medium, heavy, and I think you can jump cancel after heavy here for a slow B&B. Boom, takes Doom in the air and does the same thing in the air. With the last move, I don't know if it's a special move or maybe her heavy attack, maybe down heavy or something, but this looks like it has some very strong anti-air properties, or like pinning enemies to the ground from the air. It looks sick, like it looks mad strong. So spikes Doom to the ground and goes for, I think is light, medium, heavy, or maybe light, medium into special move. So Storm again, I think we'll have a lot of air control, will be very strong in the air is what I'm guessing. I think Storm needs to be good in this game. She was not very good in Marvel 3, so I'm looking forward to trying out Storm as well. Not as hyped for Storm, but we'll see. The game then shows us the carnage that will come with 4v4 battles. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is something that's scary about this game. Like, the assist spam looks ridiculous. Like, it'll be very hard to tell what's going on. I think these assists need to have a bunch of cooldowns because this looks crazy. Like, I want the game to have a lot of depth. I don't want the game to be a party game, spam assists every single time. So I hope there's some good cooldowns to these assists, but all in all, it does look fun. You can see a different bunch of assists on the screen. You can see Doom shoot an air beam, Captain America throw a shield upwards before he threw it straight. So usually assists have like air assist, an assist that's anti-airs, a vertical assist, or is it horizontal, like a straight line beam, and then something that goes downwards as well, like an off the ground assist. So variations for different assists. So this will create some pretty unique teams, and combo situations depending on the team setup that you decide to go for. So worrying, but I'm low-key hyped because this shit looks mad fun, bro, not even gonna lie. Then finally we see a Star-Lord BNB that goes into some kind of team combo. Again, this reminds me of UMVC's THC combos. Like, bro, this is a Marvel fan letter, man. Like, I don't get people saying it's not a Marvel game, but like, the proof is in the pudding, bro. The proof is in the fucking pudding. Like, look at this, and it looks so cool. All the team members join in, and I think there'll be some kind of mechanic behind this. Maybe stealing meter from the opponent if you guess wrong or something like that. But there has to be some sort of mechanic behind this, and not just being flashy. I can't wait to explore this as well. Then, of course, the trailer closes out with some cool cinematics. I believe these are all level 3 supers for all the characters we've seen so far. Just some sneak peeks at what the level 3 supers look like, and the Doom level 3 is what has caught my eye, bro. The thing with the robots, the drones, sheesh, that shit looks sick. Boys, I can't wait for this game. I just can't. It's so freaking hype. Oh my days, bro. So there you have it, Nemi gang, a breakdown of the Tōkon Marvel Fighting Souls trailer. I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff in this trailer. If there are cracked Marvel players or people that just know what is going on in this trailer, please do let me know in the comment section. But as you can tell, I'm super excited for this game. Like, I am balls deep in Tōkon right now. Like, I just can't wait to get my hands on this game. So like I said, I know a lot of you just play Tekken, but guys, trust me, this is a perfect opportunity for you to try some 2D games and just move away from being a one trick, right? A fighting game one trick. I know Tekken is special, Tekken is unique. There is nothing like Tekken. Let's be honest, there is nothing like Tekken out there. But like, this is your chance to actually try something new in terms of fighting games, because I am covering this 100%. I am so hyped for this game. Again, I loved Marvel 3, and this just ticks all the boxes for me, bro. Like, boy, it's so good. However, it's next year though, which is going to be quite the wait, but character trailers are going to be hype. Character trailers are going to be blowing everyone's mind, bro, so I can't wait for that. So in my next video, I want to make my character prediction or my character roster for Tōkon Fighting Souls. So if this video does well, I will make that video. So leave your likes, guys, leave your comments, let me know that you're interested in seeing some Tōkon content from me, so I can keep the Tōkon videos coming. So anyway, boys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you're new here, just here for Tōkon specifically, I will start covering this game, tutorials, guides, ranked matches, everything is gonna be Tōkon on this channel when this game drops. So drop that subscribe button, boys, and as usual, Toria that like button, and may the frame data be ever in your favor. GG, enemy gang.